Hey, what's up? It's your boy Willie D here. I'm back at it with another video. And in this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how I saved $100,000 by the age of 24, and I never went to college. I started from absolute zero. If you're watching this video right now, you're probably looking at videos on how to make more money, but also how to keep more money, because it's really not about how much you make. It's about how much you keep at the end of the day. And so you've probably seen other videos like, 9 passive income ideas, or, how to make $1 million by the time you're 21, or how to save $1 million by the time I'm, fucking 23 years old. You see some crypto millionaire online and you're feeling like, dude, that's cool and all, but damn, dude, I'm just trying to get to 100 G's, man. I don't have $1 million and I don't know if I can make $1 million, and I'm not even 22 anymore. First things first, I was kicked out of my house when I was 16 years old, and I struggled a lot, okay? I went from couch to couch to couch, job to job to job. I mean, I did everything, okay? I was a janitor at a hotel, movie theater. I was doing the popcorn, ripping the tickets. I was doing roofing, and I hopped from job to job. And then something happened in life. I got a job as a car salesman, and I realized I could make some real money if I just changed some of my habits and my behavior and actually kind of like took life seriously. So I'm assuming you're probably already at that point if you're watching this video, so congratulations on that. So first off, I was brand new and I started getting good at sales. So just to give you a background of like my salary. So at age 21, I got a job as a car salesman. I started making between $5,000 and $7,000 a month. Okay, that was pretty average. It was a pure commission job, so some months were high, some months were low, but that my average was about $5,000 to $7,000 a month. And then I worked even harder at my job, okay, and got promoted to a sales manager, which then I was able to start making between $15,000 and $20,000 per month. Now, this is at a car dealership, just being a car salesman basically. And, they don't require any college. Let's be honest, guys. Becoming a car salesman is kind of like the last thing on the list for a lot of people. And so they kind of just take anybody. So if you can be halfway decent, you'll be all right. So that's what I did. And so I was doing pretty well for myself, but it's not about just making money. It's really about how much you can keep. So I was driving a super nice, fancy, brand new Lexus, because that's where I was working. I was working at a Lexus dealership, and I went out and I leased a car. And so first things first, I traded in my nice IS 350, brand new, and I bought a used HS 250. I'll put a picture of it here so you guys can see. It was a piece of shit, and it ran good, but didn't look good. Not exactly a chick magnet, if you know what I mean. So I traded that in. It was an $8,000 car, and I paid cash for it, so I had no car payment. So that's a lesson for you guys. Wipe that car payment out. If you guys are flexing in the nice Beamer, the nice Benz, and you're trying to impress everybody else, well, guess what? You're not impressing anybody, and trade that shit in and cut that expense right out until later on when you can really, really afford it. And then I stopped buying super expensive clothes because it didn't appreciate, so I just didn't buy it. Because honestly, I already got swag. I don't need to spend my whole paycheck on swag. Either should you. But then the most important thing I did to save money was really just change my mindset. I started thinking about saving money as a game. Whenever I wanted to spend money or splurge on something extra, I asked myself, if I were paid whatever the amount of this product cost to not buy it, would I take it? And for example, let's say I go into and there's like some super expensive smartphone that just came out and everyone wants it, and it's $1,000 phone. Would I accept $1,000 wired directly into my bank account? If someone were to pay me that to not buy that, would I take it? And literally like 9 times out of 10, the answer is yes. You shouldn't take it, okay? But really, the biggest change that I made was to stop drinking and partying. Because here's the thing, the average young person spends about $300 on the weekends, okay? That's between Friday to Sunday. You're out drinking at the bars, you're going to the club, you're buying dinners. You're gonna spend, on average, every weekend, about $300. That's average in America, just for drinking and partying and bullshit. Think about how much that actually adds up during the year. So for 1 year, there's 52 weekends in 1 year. That's the equivalent of $15,600 for 1 year. Now, multiply that times 3. Let's say you continue that way for 3 years. That's like just under 50 grand. That's halfway to your goal of stacking the 100K if you just literally stopped drinking, partying, and bullshitting on the weekends. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, can I have my Starbucks frappe latte? Yeah, of course you can. I'm not saying you can't have a freaking latte, schmate, whatever at Starbucks. But what I'm saying is cut out the bullshit. You know, all the drinking, the shots, all the bullshit, dude. It ain't gonna get you nowhere, and you know it. So that's one thing I did. I cut it out completely. It was very hard. It wasn't easy, but it was very worth it, okay? Also, think about the time value of money, right? Think about how much you're losing out on, how much money you're probably losing out on by not taking that same amount of time to invest in yourself, you know, get better at sales, start a business, or just even if you would literally be better off if you just spent that $300 bar tab putting it in some kind of index fund or in the market. I mean, anything would literally be better than pissing it away at some bar. Okay, and by making these changes, I was able to start from absolute zero at age 21 when I started selling cars, and by 24, have $100,000 stacked in my bank account and literally have $100,000 put away in my account. So it's not impossible at all. So you don't need a fancy degree or some crazy high-paying job. You literally just need to work hard, cut your expenses, and most importantly is just change your freaking mindset. Stop being a sheep, stop following the crowd, and think for yourself for 1 minute because, you know, I'm a firm believer in this. The person that gets successful in life, and I've just seen this with my own eyes, is really the person that's willing to delay gratification. Because I don't care like how much fun you're having right now, like in your 20s, by going out drinking, bullshitting, dating a bunch of people. Like, however fun that may be to you, there's no way that it's going to compare to the amount of fun that you can have later on down the road when you're actually like financially free and you have the means to like really have fun. Like, what do you think's more fun? Getting drunk at the bar or taking a luxurious vacation, all expenses paid for, you know, in like St. Bart's or something? Like, what do you think's gonna be more enjoyable? Obviously, the luxury vacation with your family and friends, but you're only going to get there if you make these critical decisions now when you're young. So just remember, all the hard work and the sacrifices, they all count, you know, to show you exactly how I was able to do it and the mistakes that I made along the way. You know, look, if I was able to cut out all the drinking and bullshit, you know, earlier, because never mind you, during this period of time, I was still going out and drinking and bullshitting constantly. Like, I was drinking at the bar literally every single weekend until I was 23, which is why at 23 to 24, I was able to stack 40 G's in 1 year. Look, guys, I hope this video was somewhat valuable to you. If it was, go ahead, hit subscribe button, please. It really helps me out grow this. Like, it's a very small YouTube channel that we have going here, but we're growing like crazy. And really, it's because of you guys. So I love you guys so much. I appreciate the support. Hit that subscribe button, baby. And give a thumbs up for the video. Drop a comment. You know, I went from absolutely zero dead broke salesperson, worked my way up in sales. Then I ended up making over $120,000 on my very first house flip. And I got into this with no experience and I'm self-taught completely. And the goal of this channel is to bestow all the mistakes, all the wisdom that I've accumulated over the last couple of years onto you, onto people just like you that are looking to take their life to that next level. And I love you guys, and I just hope that you take what I said to heart, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.